Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Rich Buddy live show cricket stream. Welcome, my friend Jiminy Cricket in the background. What's going on, everybody? We got a few people joining or not? I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I decided to throw one of these live streams up 10 minutes ago. So this is the Rich Buddy live show where we talk about luxury wristwatches. That's right, luxury wristwatches, not most of the shitters that most of the people are wearing on their wrists nowadays. Alrighty, so let's take this banner off my pretty face. Why don't we start there, right? And what's everybody doing tonight? Who do we got in the audience tonight? You know, I forgot how to even use all this stuff. It's been so long. There we go. Welcome to my makeshift Asian studio. Hello, hello, hello. Beauty of scent. Good morning to you. Fries with mayo. Hello. Well, it looks like, yeah, we'll be short on crowd since I don't live stream much anymore, do I? It really gives a damn, right? Yeah, finally I returned. So what's going on? Jeff, what's going on? Ray, what's up? You know? What are you guys up to? You guys gonna join me for a stogie and a glass of water? Cheers. I got a new watch on my wrist. You guys have probably really never seen me wear this watch. And we're in 1080. We're in 1080p. Where's that memo at? Did you guys get the memo? We're in 1080p, so adjust your YouTube settings because it automatically defaults you down here below to 720. So change that to show up to 1080 so you can see me in high def. All right, and what do we got here? Yeah, so this is my 116610LN, right? Is that what it is? My Rolex Subdate Maxi Case ceramic. You guys have really never seen me wear this watch because once I got it back from Rolex, serviced and polished, I decided to not wear it and sell it. Now I've decided to keep it and wear it and keep it forever. And this is going to be my in the dirt watch. So the Doxa is for sale because this is my beater. So now that this is my beater, let's adjust that clasp. As you know, the modern Rolex dive watches have the adjustable clasp. And this thing's minty. I mean, it's just like I went and bought it from a dealer today. I mean, it's minty. I've never worn it before. So the world famous Doxa that I started everybody on YouTube. So this is the one that started it all right here. This is the one that got everybody on YouTube buying Doxas. So if you want the one that started it all, limited number out of 300, double bubble crystal, 2,600 plus, yeah, 2,600 bucks. It's a better watch than any of the new Doxas that are coming out for the same price because they dumped their quality in exchange for production and dollars. So I think Blue Shirt Buddha was probably one of the last people to get a real authentic Doxa and not a shitter Doxa like they're making now. So keep that in mind. Don't buy a Doxa from from Doxa anymore, I think you're going to want to buy this one or one from somebody else, the orange dial, the blue dial, whatever you want. Buy a used Doxa. Don't buy one directly from Doxa is my advice, because the quality of this one here and those before it will far exceed the shitter that Doxa has become. All right. Yeah, and then I got the 1016. That's right. Fries with mayo. Any of you guys watching here get some new watches? You want to throw them up in the chat? Let us know. But yeah, I got this 1016. We'll have to work on getting a better focus, a better focusing camera. So we got 1080p, but we have poor quality focus. And that's not so bad, is it? You know, it focuses on my face because it wants you to see my pretty face as opposed to the watch. I think if I do something like this so it doesn't have a distance to focus at, it could work. Does anybody read palms? Anybody read palms? Put white paper behind it. Weekday. I need your assistant, the one that meets you up at your shed. Yeah, we'll try it. We're going to try to test this camera out a little bit. See if we can do a bit of reckoning here. We'll try it. Fucking mess around, man. We haven't messed around with this camera yet. On here. Such garbage, garbage, garbage. It's garbage. Anyway, you get the picture. Whatever. We'll play with it. You know, one of these days I'll sit around and try to figure out what gives with the camera. You know? Yeah, Apple's going to the moon because, you know, they put cheap cameras in their products, and this is what I have to deal with. That's on my iMac, 4K iMac. So what else? What else? Weekday Hustle. Hustled a new watch. Congratulations, Weekday Hustle. He got a Batgirl, if you want to call it a Batgirl, a modern Batman, or a Batgirl, whatever you want to call it. Congratulations, Weekday, on acquiring a Batgirl directly from your AD in Australia. And our fellow punter, Watch You Me, is picking up a Daytona right now. Patrick, he's picking up a Daytona Oyster Flex white gold as we speak. You want to join, bud? I didn't send anybody a link. I just came on here myself. I'll send you one. Here you go. Here's the link, buddy. Let's get it sent to Bud. The stud. I thought you'd be asleep, man, because you're not feeling well, but you want to join? It's your dollar. There you go, buddy. The link has been sent. There's a Batgirl for $10.12 at a local dealer there. It's not a bad price if you want one. What country? I don't know where's Fries with Mayo is at. Where's Fries with Mayo? So you got a link now, buddy. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hey, ¿qué pasa? What's up, I say?
Not much, homeboy.
Plug in my. There we go. That should be better. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried to get you on the Discord, and then I seen you send something out. So I didn't know if you was just doing this by yourself. So I apologize if I intruded.
No, I didn't. I didn't expect anybody was going to join. I just threw this up 10 minutes ago, right? So, man, I went for a lay down, and just can't do it, man. I'm just in misery, whatever. So
Yeah,
that's the reason why I'm not live streaming. For all of you guys that wonder, is that I ain't feeling good enough to live stream and sit in a chair for an hour or two, and it's just really miserable. So I just been doing things that are a lot easier than YouTube live streaming and stuff. So there you go. But now that I got the 1080 camera, I kind of am eager to do it, and I want to do it. So I'll just try to do shorter episodes is what I'll try to do. Right.
That's funny. You doing short episodes?
Yeah.
We'll have to work on that.
I did the one last time. The last one I did, I made a point, and it was only 50 minutes with Clivers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's usually Clivers probably had to go to bed too.
And then the one I did before, I think I did one right before. It was like 30 minutes. So I'm trying my best. So.
Yeah.
Thing is, you get carried away talking about the watches, and then you don't realize how much time's going by.
Yeah. So. How was your birthday party, weekday hustle? Did that go good?
Oh yeah. How was that? It's been going on for a week, but you know how birthday parties are for kids.
Yeah. They go on forever too. He was definitely sick of it by the time he was setting it all up. But yeah. So what should we do a Wrangler of the week? Wrangler of the week, like kind of copy Clive and say who made the best moves this week. So we'd have to put up you and Patrick. You and Patrick, and I guess Paul would be thrown in there too. You guys all made some good purchases this week, so that was good.
What did Paul get?
Well, Paul's making a trade. He's trading. If he's still doing it, he's getting the Daytona Oyster Flex.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's trading his Yachtmaster Oyster Flex and
you mean Patrick? Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick Chip. Yep. Yeah. So, but Paul is getting the watch that you're getting.
Oh, you mean that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, I sent them an email and I let them know. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're not going to say no. So.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do.
Well, you guys might be in a three-way tie this week for making some good moves.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to buy any watches, hit me up, man. I've got the Omega Vintage 68 Transitional for sale. And I'll be honest, I'm just looking to get my money back from it because I need money. So it's a good deal if you want that. I'm also willing to getting rid of, so my Omega 68 is going, my Doxa is going, my ball watch is going, and my Universal Genève is going. What does this watch look like when I put it up on the screen?
That looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, this watch is pretty nice.
Looks like a Patek.
Yeah. The thing I like about this one is the skeleton dial and the tricolor. The skeleton hands and the tricolor dial.
Right.
But yeah, these have to go because I reckon if I sell those 4 watches, I can get about $20,000. And that $20,000 is going to go directly to the Royal Oak. You're helping me to get.
Okay, that's the Royal Oak. Yeah.
That's the Royal Oak money right there.
Right. Gotcha.
Royal Oak money, baby. So I'm definitely adding the Royal Oak to my collection. You know that.
Well, speaking of Royal Oak, I've still got some extra money left over from my Royal Oak sale, and I'm just trying to figure out what the. I really don't like to pay over MSRP, but the blue Sky Dweller might be worth. But now them things are up to like 24, so they just keep going up. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was one of the thoughts that I had. But everything's crazy money right now.
Right.
What do you? What do you think? It's your Havana and it's your Havana and your Royal Oak. Is that it? You're all done
Um,
for now. I mean, then I know you're thinking about yeah.
you know.
So
So,
what happened? The Royal Oak, I think, is definitely coming before the Havana. So is that cool?
yeah, you really think it is?
Oh yeah, 8 months. Yeah, absolutely. I think you'll have it before Christmas.
Look at
But
that. That's the one with the complications. It doesn't look bad.
no, from there it doesn't look as bad. No.
It doesn't look. There's nothing wrong with this watch.
Yeah.
Um, however, you know, I do agree with the guys, and I am gonna go, and I am going for the simplistic dial. There's a great picture of it. Look at that, bud. Wow,
Yep.
that's stunning, beyond stunning, bro.
Yep. Love the strap. Love the colors.
Yeah, I wish all the damn pictures weren't sideways of the damn thing. Every picture I pull up is sideways. See, look at how indoors it has that dark color.
Right. Oh, I like, you know me. I love the yeah. That's a perfect earth tone color.
Yeah. So there's the one I'm getting right there.
Well, that's got to make you happy. Hey, howdy from Texas.
Let me see if I can find a nice.
I was sick for a little while there. Howdy from Texas, and then I had work, and you could probably hear it in my voice. I'm still not quite. I'm still not quite all the way back, but I'm trying to be there because I've been away for so long.
Man, there's a lot of pictures of the Luna version. Here you go. Look at that. Wow, man. That is a busy dial, though.
Yeah, it's a busy dial.
So how come there isn't any really clear shots of? Here's one, but I want to find a bright pic where it's in the sun. There's one, sort of. Let's see. Here we go. Oh no. Let's see here. Going this one. There we go. This is a good photo.
Yeah, I don't like the strap that's on, but yeah, it's a good photo of the dial.
It's too much, too far away. Let's see here. Let's find a good shot. A good bright shot. A good bright shot in the dock.
A shot in the dock. Because I'm 007.
Caught a bit of the Luna pictures.
What does the OPs go for? The 39mm OPs?
Rolex?
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's a 2019 39mm rhodium dial OP,
Yeah.
and it's 5,900. It's not bad.
That sounds pretty cheap, but man, I got to tell you, a Rolex OP does less than nothing for me.
Yeah, and usually when something's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. So
Yeah, man, fuck Rolex OP, bro. That's a
yeah.
dog shit watch. Come on. I mean, that's a watch we bought in our first year of watch collecting.
Yeah. Rich is always there to remind me not to go back down and lose money in watches.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Same thing with the Explorer, bro. I mean, I think if someone gets an Explorer, they got to do like what I did, go back and get a vintage one. I like the new modern Explorer because of the large size, the Polar with the white dial. But I just, years ago, those are all the watches that were all overlooked. The Air King, the Explorer, nobody wanted those.
I think this new Air King, which I just got rid of, by the way, not too long ago, I think it's going to go up in value. I think it's going to get discontinued and go up in value. Not that I really ever want it, because once somebody showed me the way that the fives was offset, I just could never see past that. So
Yeah. What do you think is harder to get, the Hulk or the Pepsi? Weekday Hustle's asking. You're gonna know that the best. You just got
the Pepsi, because I asked for the Hulk a year later, and I got the Hulk within a couple of months. So I asked for the Pepsi a year before, and I'm still waiting on it. So yeah, the Pepsi, I've gotten 2 Batmans and a Hulk in the time that I've asked for the Pepsi. So the Pepsi is definitely the most sought after piece, I think, other than the Daytona and the Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, howdy. The OP is the fantastic first watch. I agree.
I actually like the white grape. Hey, Caliber, how you doing?
Wait, the OP is what Weekday has that he's going to use for his marriage watch, right? Is that an OP or is that a date?
Who is it?
Which one is it? Is Weekday your marriage watch? Is that going to be? Is that an OP or a date just? Weekday. I think it's a date just. And if I'm right, I don't see why would you get an OP over a date just? Do you know why?
Why?
I'm asking.
Oh, why would I? I just kind
Yeah,
of
why
like.
would anybody get an OP? Why wouldn't you just get a date just?
Well, they're half the price for one. So, I mean, I guess silver to silver, I guess they're only like $3,000 difference. But actually, with as popular as the OP's been, you can find a date just quicker than you can the OP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think yeah. Tony says it's great value. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for the price, you really can't beat it.
I just think for guys like you and me, there's nothing exciting in them anymore. So it has to be for the right person. That's all.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Okay, weekdays is a date just 41. I do believe fluted. I mean, at least that. At least that. I mean, that. Like I told him, that's a hot watch for getting married in. His wife.
Yeah, and I've seen his on Instagram, and it's just a very classy looking watch. So I can see why that's the one he chooses to get married in.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what, Howdy? I think, right, would this make more reasoning then if instead of an OP, then why not just go Explorer?
Man, if the White Explorer comes out like they're predicting, I'm all over that shit.
You know, but for a guy, I mean, why not just get a Explorer over an OP anytime, any day of the week? If you're going to get an OP, just get an Explorer, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's see. So this is the watch that I bought for everybody out there in the YouTube universe, because most of you aren't going to know. So I went to FP Journe on a couple of days ago, and bought this watch, and
Pull the ball or move.
yeah, I bought this watch, and there's about a 3/4 year wait for it, so they'll be making it and letting me know when it arrives at the Journe boutique, and that's the one I'm picking up. So there you go.
That's great.
These go for about $3,000 over MSRP plus tax.
Right.
So if I was to buy this at European Watch Company, because they have one of these right now, I'd be paying 42. But in the boutique, I'm paying out the door with tax. I'm paying about 39.
So right now, just like a lot of stuff, they've taken advantage of the tax laws, and they're selling watches for MSRP and saving you the tax money. The gray market dealers are, But
yeah, Decon, this is my biggest spend right here. This is my biggest spend, and this I'm buying for the love. I'm buying this for the love of the watch. I mean, there's I don't believe there's any investment potential in this watch. I mean, it's a Journe. I mean, it could go up, but this is not being bought for investment potential whatsoever. This is being bought for the love of horology, and I'm putting my mouth and my buck. I'm putting my bucks where my mouth is.
Yeah, weekday. I agree. The Hulk
That's
would
what we do on the Rich Buddy channel. That's what we do on the Rich Buddy live show, man. We don't just talk watches. We buy them. We live them.
You ball out.
We ball out. So this is a watch I'm buying for the love of watches. On pure aesthetics, the beauty of looking at this watch, that platinum dial. This is platinum, mind you. It's not steel. It's not white gold. It's platinum case. 39,000 at the door. That's right, Der Stiefel. I'm basically buying a small Mercedes sedan to put on my wrist. That's right. I didn't hit my Grail goal of putting a $50,000 watch on my wrist, mind you. And don't think I didn't think about that. And part of me said, maybe you want to get that Luna Moon so that you hit that 50,000 mark. Because that one is 50.
This one will be 50 in 5 years. So.
Well, I'm just putting that whole mentality of the $50,000 watch out of my hand, because I'm gonna have a $100,000 watch on my wrist in 4 years, and that's already done. So, and it's guaranteed. So let's just not worry about that. And in about 4 years, the market value on my wrist will be $100K for a watch that I'm going to be paying $30K for.
Well, and if you got two guys walking down the street and they're buddies, and you stop to talk to both of them, and one's wearing a $40,000 watch and one's wearing a $50,000 watch, I mean, you're really not going to make a distinction between them two guys. You're just going to say, those are a pair of ballers right there. So I don't think the 10 grand really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
When you're spending 40, that's plenty.
Not the old ladies, but yes, Decon. Didn't buy it for investment. Yes, did not buy it for investment. Correct. I could have gotten a Day-Date 40 brand new and saved a couple of thousand.
A month ago, Day-Date 80s was 10 grand less. I just couldn't. I couldn't pay 40 for one now, and there was 30, and they wasn't selling them at 30. So I don't know how they're selling them at 40. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you're right there, Stiefel. I'm going all out on this one, Der Stiefel. I could have bought a brand new Day-Date 40. No shit. Right?
Yep.
Something that commands the presence in a room, right? But I'm not doing that. This is my first platinum watch, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we walk the talk. That's what I meant to say. There you go. So the whole Grail thing, I was thinking about that the last couple of days, the whole Grail thing coming to mind. And I wasn't really sure what my holy grail was. I guess I knew all along, and then it just your mind wanders and then it comes back, and my mind came back when I was at the boutique and this was all going on, and I said, what are you talking about? Obviously the Chronometre Bleu is your holy grail, and that's my holy grail. That's my ultimate holy grail watch. And why shouldn't it be? That is the hardest watch on the planet to procure. I don't think there's anything harder to get than that. The gold dial, salmon dial AP is easier to get than a Chronometre Bleu. The anything you can think of is easier to get than a Chronometre Bleu. And I've all but bagged it. So that is my holy grail, and I might as well leave it at that because I'm getting it one day. So it's actually a true grail that I'm gonna get, and I would have waited a total of 6 or 7 years for it. And I'm putting a lot of dedication into being with the Journe family, and I'm buying a watch that has no resale appreciation just to be part of that Journe watch family, and to show them that and to show them my love for the brand, and quite frankly, to tell them, look, fuckers, I can't wait 4 years to wear one of your watches. Here I am, put it on my wrist now, and I still have to wait 8 months to get this one.
Right.
So yeah, that's where I'm at, baby. That's where I'm at. And yes, I am on the Chronometre Bleu list. It's an application piece. It's not a waiting list. So there's a difference here between wondering if you're going to get it, wondering how long it's going to take, whether the wait lists are real or not. I mean, and that's with all the other watches we're all on wait lists for. But this is an application piece, the Chronometre. It's not a wait list watch. So there's a difference between a waitlist watch and an application piece. And, once they accept your application, and so long as it's not canceled, because they canceled half of the Chronometre Blue's applications by boutique. So they went to this boutique and closed them, threw them all in the trash. Went to this boutique, threw them all in the trash. There's only a few boutiques that didn't get their orders tossed in the trash, and I'm in one of them. So
yeah, that's what I said earlier. You gotta live in LA or New York or Miami to even have a chance at these anyway. So
yeah, and I would, and my rep for an entire year, my rep on the Chronometre Bleu that I was corresponding was Stephanie Journe. So maybe there's so many things that came into play, and plus me going there and keeping in touch. And I'm literally going to be going there on a, at least once every couple of months to go in there and hang out and say hello and check on my Chronometre Bleu order and on this order as well. Yeah. And then Paul, you guys know Paul, Mr. Valjoux, he wants this watch also. So I sent Journe a message today and said, you know what, we want 2 of these. We want to pick them up together at the same time, if possible. Paul and I will come in there together and we'll pick up the watches. And so maybe we'll see if we can make that happen too.
I'm going to have to come there at that time.
Yeah.
At least just to hang out. We can go around to the watch shops and stuff. You never know. He might have a Journe or something there that I would buy just sitting there.
You never know. He said he only had 7 watches on site.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Just 7 watches on site?
I do. After going to Vegas and seeing what they all had, I do. It's crazy what the selection is nowadays.
Thanks, Howdy. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get this one. And to be honest, once this comes in about 10 months from now, the Chronometre Bleu will be only about 3 months away at that point, 3 years away.
Right.
When I get this one. So it just makes it so much more a reality. And you know what, guys? Look, I had an extensive conversation with him about my application for the Chronometre Bleu. And he really insisted. He insisted that I don't need to buy a watch. I mean, he didn't say it that way, but me buying or not buying a watch had nothing to do with me getting that blue. I literally, he basically told me, however I've got that piece in, that application in, and it was accepted, he said, just consider yourself a lucky man. And that's what he told me. However it happened, you know, he had nothing to do with it. He said, just consider yourself a lucky man. And yeah. So so he said to me that it really doesn't, I don't have to buy this piece to solidify anything with the Chronometre Bleu. But you know what? It's just a natural feeling for me to say, I don't know what to tell you. I love this watch. And not only do I love this watch, there's a part of me that wants to get in Journe right away. And when they get that Chronometre Bleu in and it's time to give it to me, I want them to look at my account, and I want them to say, wow, this guy's already bought a watch from us, you know, shit.
Right.
That's how I want it to be when they call me up with the blue. So,
and that does help a lot. It definitely helped with the AP. So it helps a lot.
And you know, another thing too, getting this piece, I'm going into new territory here. I'll be quite honest with you all. Getting this piece here and then getting the Chronometre Bleu, you know what's going to come after that. That's going to set me up with the shop for getting one of their black label pieces. So that'll be my third Journe, will be a black label boutique piece. They only offer that to existing customers who have bought a watch. So I think eventually we'll see my collection move a little bit. I mean, will I get rid of? What will I get rid of? You know, a Day-Date, a Bluesy, a Hulk, a Batman. Things are going to change at some point in my game. Probably 3 years from now, when it gets close to the Chronometre Bleu order, my game will change.
I don't think the Batgirl or the Hulk will ever leave again for me. I just don't think so. I've let them leave, and I have no other feeling, and now I just don't think they will ever be sold again.
Yeah. Yeah, Orange Hand the Cricket. Yeah, Tony, first watch sub date. wanting a date now, making wait a bit. Yeah. My first watch was this one here, the sub date. And I got to tell you, this watch left my ownership for a minute because I overnighted it to New York for that GMT white dial gold Pepsi. And as you guys know, that watch didn't come out right, and I returned it. And it's all good because I was regretting to death, getting rid of my very first watch. I mean, other than shitters I've had, this was my very first watch, and it was a bad move to get rid of this watch for $9,500. Forget about it. So look, the whole thing with the GMT, white gold, blue dial, Pepsi. I mean, look where it turned. I got my sub date back, and now I'm buying this Journe with that 40,000 instead. Is it a better move? I don't know. Investment wise, obviously not.
None of us really know, though.
I mean, obviously that 1 year production Rolex is a better investment grade piece than this. I mean, that's obvious. But at some point here, I made a change in heart, and I said, you know what? I'm fairly certain that this Journe piece won't lose me money, and at the very most, it would cost me just a few $1,000s to wear it. So I just figured, you know what? It'll retain value. It probably won't gain value, but so long as it retains value, I decided to go with a piece from my heart, and this is what I did. And at the same time, I was thinking of the Chronometre Bleu and how I want to get into the Journe family now instead of later, and kind of like make us just bring that Chronometre Bleu and my relationship with Journe in full circle, so that I can just feel in my heart that Chronometre Bleu is mine. There's no way they're going to say, fuck you. You were not giving it to you now that I have an application and I bought a piece. That's just what I think. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, Der Stiefel. It's not even that. It's harder to get than that, Stiefel. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you watched the video with Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, but he gave a condition to Journe before he went there, and he said, there's 8 or 9 watches that I want to buy from you, and I'm going to buy them all at once on condition you give me a Chronometre Bleu. So he went and bought those 8 or 9 watches, believe it or not. I don't know how much he spent. I mean, $1 million, $1.5 million. What do 8, 9 Journes cost? He bought the 8, 9 Journes, and guess what? They didn't give him a blue. They told him to kiss off. And, he says that that's one of the reasons why he respects the brand. They're not going to cut corners or be favorable. And he told me that in the boutique, the guy did. I asked him, can you bump me up because I'm buying this watch? And he laughed and he shook his head and he said, yeah, there's guys in here who have spent $2 million. And if they come in here and want your application spot instead of you, if you've never bought a watch, he says, I'm not going to give it to them. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm getting the watch, right?
They definitely don't seem like Patek or.
It's the exact opposite for the reason why I'm not getting my Aquanaut. They're not going in the order of the list. They're pushing me aside and giving it to whoever else comes in tomorrow. That's bundling or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well, I think I'm going to call it. My voice is going on again. So,
all right.
I just wanted to come back on and say hi. So,
Yeah, cool.
I will.
I didn't expect you to come on. Right on. No, it was nice talking.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
All right.
All right. He's keeping me on track. 45 minutes. We'll go for another 5 minutes. Later, bud.
All right. Take it easy.
Right on. We'll go for another 5 minutes. He's keeping me on track. I don't want to go ever past 50 minutes. So, yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. I know. I just decided to go for it. And this is, I mean, you know what? If my Chronometre Bleu isn't my grail, this is my grail. I mean, what do I want? Do you know this watch costs significantly more than the Chronometre Bleu? Believe that, Der Stiefel. This watch costs significantly more than the Chronometre Bleu. That Chronometre Bleu, look, I'm figured there's going to be cola adjustments on the Chronometre Bleu. Don't you figure? There's going to be cola adjustments on the Chronometre Bleu. So by the time I go get it in 4 years, it's not going to be 26,000 or whatever the hell it is right now at MSRP. They're going to make cost of living adjustments. And there's going to be what? You know, maybe there'll be 1 or 2. I would figure there'd be 2 raises from now to 4 years on the price. I mean, and what would they raise the price? 5% each time? So I just figured the watch will probably be 30 grand. And then with tax, it'd probably be 32, because right now it's 26 plus tax. So right now, this watch out the door, the Chronometre Bleu out the door, is about 29,000. Whereas this one that I bought is 39. I mean, this watch is 10 grand more than the Chronometre Bleu. But the Chronometre Bleu, do you guys know how much the Chronometre Bleu is reselling for? $75,000. And no, I'm not selling either one of these. I plan on keeping both of these watches. I did think about, once the Chronometre Bleu comes, and then seeing where I'm at in my collection, there, depending on how much I mean, I can't see myself falling out of love with a piece I'm just falling in love with. But the Chronometre Bleu will always stay in my collection. But at some point, I know I want to get one of the Black Label boutique watches. That I know for sure. And would I turn this Journe here into one of those Black Label boutique watches? I guess or would I keep this and just get a third Journe? So it all, that's all part of the journey. That's all part of the journey. Thanks, Decon. I mean, I'm balling hard to get these pieces, Decon. I don't really work. I don't really work much anymore, and I'm not rich. I'm definitely not rich. So these are huge purchases. Huge purchases. Yeah, that's right, Stiefel. I know. It's amazing how we strive to get what we can't have. Yeah. And somehow I make it possible. I try to make it possible, baby. And I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with how I juggle my assets, but it's they're my assets, you know. Who said watches aren't investments? Whoever said that's kind of an ass. There's a few people out there that say watches aren't investments, right? But you need to know what you're investing in and what you're not investing in. I'm not investing in this piece, but I am looking at this piece to hold and retain value. But this piece is part of a play. It's part of a bigger play. Although the manufacturer told me I don't need to make that play, but I'm making the play anyway. I just love this watch. And the play is, you know, become part of the family, secure the Chronometre Bleu, you know, and whoever said there's no investment potential in watches doesn't know that I'm going to be paying $29,000 for a Chronometre Bleu, and that when I pick that watch up, it's going to be worth $100K, and I'm going to be sitting on a $70,000 pure tax-free gain on a watch if I was starving to sell it. But I can guarantee you that Chronometre Bleu will be the last watch to ever sell in my collection. My kids can take that watch to auction one day, and it'll go to on the Christie's auction block for $500,000 when FP Journe has passed away. God bless him. And 40 years from now, when my kids are sitting here on YouTube, they'll take that Chronometre Bleu to auction for $500,000 easily, if not more, without a doubt. Mr. C. Hi, Mr. C. Hi, Mr. C. No, the AD has not seen my YouTube channel, and I'm not telling them about it. I'm not trying to make any plays on YouTube or anything. I wanted to go in there with class and just go in there with money and buy the watch. Yeah, but you know what the difference is, Aunt G? You had to take a risk to make that money in Tesla. And in my Chronometre Bleu investment, I took zero risk, 100% return. It's going to be actually a $30,000 to $100,000. So it's going to be a 300% plus return with literally zero risk, because I'm not even having to put the money up front, a deposit or nothing for the watch until it shows up. So that's better than any investment you could potentially make, isn't it? I mean, that Chronometre Bleu is the best investment I've ever made as a financial advisor. Nobody could make an investment like that. I mean, 300% without even putting up front $1. I mean, I don't even have a margin account. It's fuck. They don't even know anything about me. How much more can I say? You get my drift? Yeah, that's right. And I'll tell you what, that Blue Dial GMT that I missed out on, that was also an investment. That was an investment grade watch. I mean, I had it at European Watch Company for $39,000. $39,000. I'll be damned if you can't touch that watch for 45,000 now, 45,000 to 50,000. Go try to find it. It's 50,000 plus. you know, since I started looking for it just a month ago. So that certainly is an investment. The blue dot, one dial blue GMT certainly is an investment piece. That watch will be $100,000 in no time. What else? All of the FP Journe brass movements are all investment grade. I think FP Journe is one of the best brands to be getting into if you're looking for value for horology. You're getting highest horology for value prices. And you can get a Gronfeld Principia for $10,000 less than this Havana I'm paying, $7,000 less after tax. So there's other watches you can get, but FP Journe has made a nice little name for themselves and a nice little market. And there's a better resale market for Journe than there would be for Gronfeld or other micro brands like that. I mean, yeah. Oh, you had the Havana. Hi, Ahmad. You had the same one or the Luna? How did you like this watch? It was trading at 28,000. Was so it was trading below MSRP, Ahmad, or was MSRP 28,000 way back when you had it? I don't even know how old this watch is. So you're saying it was trading below MSRP years ago, probably like when the Hulk was trading for $8,000. Is that when? Is that what you're talking about? So it's just going to be just like any watch, up and down with the market. Is FP Journe better than Moser? Ha 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 ha. You know, it certainly is better as far as resale goes and marketability. That's not questionable. FP Journe is far better in complexity and watchmaking. I mean, that's not even debatable either. Moser doesn't have all the complicated pieces that FP Journe makes. So it's not really a fair comparison to say that. I mean, Moser's pretty much like a simple watch company, right? They make three-handers, and they're all about the dial, right, Patrick, bro? They're all about the dial. It's hard to dispute the fact that they make some of the best-looking dials on the market. So they have their niche, you know, beautiful dials. That's for sure. I think they have one of the best-looking pilots on the market. The Blue Dial Pilot watch, Moser does. But yeah, my personal opinion, you know, FP Journe, you know, other than all those Fume dial varieties, yeah, they walk all over them, man. Yeah, way below MSRP, because the MSRP on this Imad is 36. 36 is what I'm paying plus tax. 35,600 is what it comes out to for the platinum case. Yeah, that's what people are saying. Orange Hand, that watch box is responsible for the. I mean, that's fine. I mean, you know. I mean, that's good. Let the value keep up, right? No, I mean H Moser's really good. I know I can poop on them if you want me to, but there's no reason to. To be honest, that streamliner, you guys have seen me drooling over that H Moser streamliner, so I'd love to see that H Moser streamliner in person. I'd give anything to see that watch in person and try it on. And you know, it kills me to think that it kills me to think that I spent more money on this watch than the streamliner. Oh fuck, you know, it's like I could buy the streamliner right now instead of this watch. What do you guys think about that? Moser streamliner or this one? You know, it just, I don't even want to think about it. There's so many other watches I can buy that I'm not pulling the trigger on. I could buy a 3940. I can buy a datograph. You know that this is the same price as a Lange datograph. I can buy the streamliner, the Moser streamliner. Jeez Louise. But I'm not. I mean, oh. Hey, yo, Jimmy, cool it. Did you guys see the back of this watch? Let me see if I have a picture of the back of the watch. Oh, that's the auto. That's not it. Hold on. That is not it. It's a manual wind. It is a manual wind. So where's the back of this watch at, guys? Right here. There it is. Is it gonna sharpen up for us or not? It's not. Okay, let me find a sharp picture. Man, that cricket's loud. There it is. Oh God, look how tiny that picture is they gave me. Come on. Okay, let's look for another picture. The pictures on the Journe website are pretty crappy, so that's why I'm not going there. Okay, there we go. That's the manual wind. There it is. Manual wound. No rotor. There it is. The art of invention. Man, that cricket's loud. Oh, fuck. My heart is in Havana, baby. Come to Jamaica. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're going to Jamaica, man. Havana, Jamaica. The same difference, man. Oh, it won't come before Christmas, but thanks for the thought. Man, that damn cricket, you're loud, buddy. Okay. That's that shot there. You know the strap too? I think that's the strap, even though that's not the same watch, but that strap is the strap that will come on the watch. And it's alligator on both sides of the strap. You know what I didn't ask him? I didn't ask him about that stupid law about alligators or not, and if it's going to affect my watch. But I'm not going to worry about it now, I guess. Oh, there's a nice picture of it. Wow, look at that. There you go, guys. There's a beautiful picture of the... Oh, that's the... Oh, look, that's a date version without the moon. I didn't even know they had this. Look at that. A date version with no moon. I still don't want it, though, because, see, I'm going for that pure dial. I don't want no break in the dial like that. It's just where they put that, too. It's just in such an odd-looking spot. But we don't want that. We want the clean. We're buying the dial. The look of that dial. And, you know, if we were going to get the date on there, we might as well get that pretty colored moon on there. But, you know, looking at this one, they just got so much going on here. And I like it, but it takes away the effect of the Havana dial. Ah, shit. Isn't that gorgeous? What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should get this one with the moon phase? Or the one without the moon phase? Everything's different on this one. The placement of the marquee name, the power reserve, the sub-seconds. It's a rather busy dialed, and but boy, it does look sharp. Look at the colors of the moon, the blue. It's so magnificent, isn't it? Wow. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that one? Look at that. Do you guys like this better than the one I decided on? Fuck, that's amazing. Or is the simple dial one better? How come I can't find the proper picture of the simple dial one? Fuck me dead. Bring me a fucking proper picture. Give me a proper fucking picture. Need a proper picture before my back goes out. That's the only one I'm going to get is a distant shot. Bada bing, bada boom. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Sovereign. Sovereign. Chronometre Southern Havana. There we go. Let's see what happens now. There we go. Maybe this is better. Some better pictures. Let's look at this. Okay, there's a good shot of it. Now, take a look at this dial. Do you see the marquee is centered at 12? The power reserve is pivoted from the 3, so it takes the place of the numeral 3. The power reserve does, and I love how it pivots from the 3. And then you got your sub seconds dial there, 7 and 8. But it's a very symmetrical. You don't lose any of the brown. All the dial is there. All the dial is there. There's no break in the dial for a date aperture. So do you guys agree that this watch here, this is the better version as opposed to the one with the moon and the date? I'm going to go look at your comments here in a second, but what do you think? See that? How clean that is? Let me check out your comments. Anthony says the more comps, the better. Dear Steve says if you're going to spend that much money, I would probably go for more than just the time and the power reserve. Patrick says no moon, just the date. Mr. P says crickets. Weekday loves the box. Anthony can't find it on the second market. It's there. Wesley says, I think you'll be happy with the Journe. The Havana dial is by far the most intriguing. Wow, that guy's loud. Jeez. Imad would get the 5205. You know, everybody's got a Patek, man, you know. Everybody's got a Patek. I'm going to tell you something. If I walk into a room of Patek owners, I'm going to one-up them with this piece if I walk in. Don't tell me that if you're wearing a Patek, I don't care what Patek you're wearing. If I walk in with this simple time FP Journe, I'm going to one-up you. You're going to feel one-upped. It may not be about that, but I'm just saying. Everybody has a Patek. And if it is about that game, I'd be one-upping you with this FP Journe on your Patek, bro. Don't you think? Date or no date? That is the question. No. Look at where they placed the date. They placed the date right where the FP Journe marquee is. They ruined the look of the watch. Oucha. Yeah, I know, Mr. C. Yeah. Patek finishing is superior to Journe. I don't know. Have you been seeing the videos of Hafez Mahmoud? He's been poo-pooing on the Patek finishing. Hafiz Mahmoud. You seen that guy's videos on the Aquanaut? I don't know if you can say Patek's finishing is superior to Journe. I don't know if you can say that at all. Why would you say that? I think it's the opposite, bro. There's no way Patek's finishing is better than Journe's, bro. You think my 5196 is finished better than this watch? No way. No way, bro. Let me see if there's one here with the date again to show you. No, I can't find all the other ones. It's only this one. Yeah, it's essential for the FP Journe marquee to be front line and center at top. I mean, it makes the watch. The marquee up top. Look at that. Putting the date there instead, they just jack the watch up. This is the perfect dial. This is the perfect dial because you don't lose any of the numerals, only the number 3. When I pull the other one up, you're going to see how you lose other numerals. The marquee is not front and center. Watch. No, I'm not going to find it. Okay, here, watch. Remove you from here. Back you from here. And go here. And pull this one up. Here Here. There we go. You see that? You see that? Look at all the things wrong with this watch. Oh. It's a mess. It's a mess. Don't you agree? Boy, the other one is much simpler. I'll be damned if you can tell the time on this watch. You know what's amazing about the Journe watches? Look at the curved end links. You see how the strap hugs the case. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful that the strap hugs the case? You see that? Man, look, the watch irregardless of where the components are on this watch is absolutely stunning in this photo. It is absolutely stunning. Stunning. I mean, looking at this photo here makes me want to change my order to get this version of this watch. I got to be honest with you. It's hard to resist. But I know what's proper. And what's proper is the simpler dial. It just is. And I got to be disciplined. You don't get complications just to get complications. They got to be done right. And this one ain't done right. And you lose what you're going after. That's my point. You're losing what you're trying to go after in the Havana dial. You know, that's what you're trying to go after right there. If I show you this watch, I'm going to show you the Havana dial. If I show you the other watch, you're not going to see the Havana dial. You're going to be looking at the moon, the date, the placement of everything. It's too much to look at versus well, look at the color of that one. It looks like a different color, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but it isn't as nice as see, and there's the one with just the date, and they take the moon out. And do you see how the one without the moon looks nicer? The one on the right here with the date looks nicer. And why does it look nicer? It looks nicer because you got more dial and less clutter. That's exactly why. So then when you pop to this one, it looks much nicer. Fini. The fucking dial has to be in the fucking top center. The marquee, I mean. That's what's proper. All right. Yeah, that's what's proper. Cohiba. Yeah, I didn't like the date on there. Exactly, yes. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to update my avatar. Oh, what's up, Sven? Sven, what's up, Sven? Bro, I'm not going to get in a pissing match over Paddock and FP Journe, but I am going to say that if I walk into a room of a bunch of Paddocks, I'm one-upping them all to fucking hell with my FP Journe. They're all going to get pissed on. I'm going to shit on them all, bro. That's just a fact of life. My FP Journe four-hander is going to shit all over any Paddock I walk into, any Grand Comp. Sorry, Imad. That's how I feel. And I'll tell you another thing, Imad. Straight up, this one you're going to have to agree with me on. I won't take anything less. When I get my Chronometre Bleu, I'm flexing, baby. That Chronometre Bleu will flex on the biggest Grand Comp. The biggest Grand Comp. That will be flexing. That Chronometre Bleu, I'll be flexing on anybody I come in contact with. If it's about flexing, I'm going to be Mr. Flex. That's going to be my nickname, bro, once I get that watch, Mr. Flex. There's nobody will be able to flex over me on YouTube or anywhere, bro. Anywhere I go. Not even in the FP Journe boutique. Not unless I'm in the boutique and two other guys are in there at the cocktail party with Chronometre's Blues, which there's probably a good probability that would be the case. But don't think I'm not gonna buy Paddock, bro. Still, I mean, man, come on, man, and don't make me talk bad about Paddock. Come on, Imad. Don't put me in that position. I don't want to. I'm a Paddock fanboy, man. Come on, But let me enjoy the hype of the Journe that I'm gonna get right now, bro. I'm all for Paddock. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to get my 5167. I'm still going to get my 5167. I'm still going to get my 5167, bro. Ron the Shrink, I was supposed to get off the air a while ago, man. Do you want to come on for a few minutes before I close down? Why don't you come on, man? You haven't been anywhere for a while. Here. Yeah, a lot of people say they like it better than the Chronometre Bleu. A lot of people do. Oh, and that's right, Imad. You had the Havana. Duh. Well, why'd you get rid of it? Maybe that's a better question. And I know what you mean, Imad. Look, I know what you mean. The movement doesn't have it. The movement's gold, but it doesn't have all the finishing that a Paddock movement has or a Lenge movement has. I'm with you on that. It's finished differently, It's finished differently. And I mean, if it maybe if it was finished even better, then the watch, I probably wouldn't be able to afford the watch, Imad. Probably not, right? So, and then and I know the cases. Many of the cases are the same. He's not concentrating on case design. as much as he is on designing new movements and complications. So some people criticize the fact that the cases are so similar in many of his watches, and that and the movements are the same size so that he can interchange the cases. And I get that too. So, so I'm not oblivious, Imad, to what you're saying. You know, right? So I'm with you. I understand. It doesn't mean though that it still would shit on a Patek, because it is a Journe, bro. And I know. And it is true that when I get my Chronometre Bleu, man, I'll be flexing on any Patek, bro, for sure. Which is cool, because I'll be flexing with a watch that I spent $29,000 for. I mean, come on, you know, a poor chap like me, you know, I can't afford a. The fuck was that? Hold on. Yeah, what was that?
Was that an earthquake?
I don't know. Is that an earthquake or what? I'm gonna go outside and look. Hold on, guys. I'm doing a clearing out in the backyard with my gun. I'll be back. Hey, Andy. Andrea. The whole house shook, right? Yeah, I thought somebody jumped in the garage.
Yeah, Jay just, Victoria and City, they just talked to her.
Okay, all right. Oh shit, that was a big earthquake. Hold on, let me sit down. I thought somebody ran in the fucking house. I thought someone ran in the house. Shit, dude. I thought someone ran in the house. I thought several people ran in the house. I thought I was getting rushed. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck, the whole house shook. But I wasn't sure what it was. Okay. All right. Can relax again. Fuck. That was a big earthquake. You know, I hate these artist renditions of the watches. They suck. And that's what's on the FP Journe site. Okay, let me find that again. I lost it. Hold on, I lost it. Damn it. Chronometre. Wait, Havana. Chronometre. Shit. I lost it. Hold on. There it is. You're not going to join me, Ron? I'm only going to coast down for a few more minutes now. But yeah. I like that picture. All right, shit. Oh yeah, I was ready to use my brand new Sig Sauer shit. They'd be lucky if I grabbed that and not the 5.7, right? But I've never fired the 5.7 before, and to be quite honest, that thing would probably go through my wall and the neighbor's wall and the neighbor's wall after that. So I don't want to use that in the house. Not unless I'm being raided by several men. Or law enforcement. We're here to get your chronometer sovereign. Hands up. I swear I paid sales tax. I swear. You know what? I'm not used to quakes. The last time we had an earthquake, I was live on air too. Do you remember that? That was over a year ago. So no, I'm not used to dealing with earthquakes. Look, I knew it was an earthquake a little bit after, especially as soon as my wife came in, because she's on the other side of the house. But what happened is the stuff behind me shook to hell, and it honestly, it felt like somebody ran in behind me. So what occasion will I wear that watch to, Mr. C? Right here, baby. I'm gonna sit here right in my garage and wear it right here just for you, Mr. C. Bro, this is where I'm at right now. This is what I'm using to get around. I ain't going nowhere. This is what I'm using to get around. So I ain't going nowhere. Go on my boat. Driving circles a little bit. And I'll be going to the Journe boutique. That's where I'm going to be wearing it, dude. I'll be wearing it at the Journe boutique. That's where I'm planning on going with it more often than not. I told my wife we're going to go there and hang out, and we'll go to Hollywood. I'll take her to Hollywood more often just because I got that watch. We'll go there and hang out with the movie stars and have drinks and cocktails, and I promise we'll get the babysitter more often, my mom. And yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That's my bad boy right here. Bad boy. Good old Sig. Look at that puppy. You want to know too? The California Supreme Court just batted down the gun magazine limit rule. So now it's in the courts fighting, and if I'm lucky, the lower courts will lose their fight, and there will be no magazine restrictions, and we can go back to having 30-round magazines here in California instead of 10. What a stupid law that was. Yeah, you wear your watches most of the time too. And especially now, where do we go out? So I went out for a couple of beers and lunch today over by the beach, and that was chill. I wore my Daytona, or not my Daytona, my sub date. What up, Andy? Haven't seen you in a while. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. I'll hang out here and finish my cigarette here for a couple more minutes, and we'll wind down. If there's anything you guys want to say goodbye about, final thoughts. The piece, this piece should arrive in about 9 months, I figure. That's what he said. He figured it'd be here around first quarter of next year. Nice, Andy. That's good. Busy with work. That's good. Yeah, my first platinum watch, first brown dial watch. It was nice that Bud joined. Shit, I went a whole hour after Bud left. I shouldn't have been doing that, but okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I'll let you all back to what you're doing. Have a good rest of your day and good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the Rich Buddy live show. Good day.